today I want to talk to you about being a director of nursing and try to retain and recruit your staff. Before we get started, I want you to like, share, comment, and follow our YouTube channel. Don't forget to ring that bell. And our YouTube channel is MCB Nurse Consultant LLC. I am Michelle Carter, and I'm the #1 DON coach to help directors of nurses in long-term care to overcome their frustration and exhaustion of having to do it all. And when I say having to do it all, I literally mean having to do it all. As a director of nursing, you are responsible for so many different tasks that I don't think people realize how stressful and important our role is. I want to be able to help you get over those frustrations and not be exhausted all the time and be able to have a balance between your professional and your personal life and have great personal, professional, and clinical outcomes. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about staff recruitment and retention. Now we know staffing is a challenge in every long-term care facility across America. Now it may not be a challenge at this particular moment, but you have gone through challenges and you may go through challenges again. And I want to share with you a couple tips which you could do to try not losing your staff and recruiting the right staff members. I've been a director of nursing for over 17 years, so I've seen a lot of changes in long-term care especially within the last 5 years. And after COVID, things have changed dramatically. Staff is not wanting to work a traditional 8-hour shift, or a lot of staff, you have to compete with our temporary agencies, and now we have to compete with just basic retail companies, especially when it comes to wages for our CNAs. And sometimes the wages are completely out of our control. But what is in our control is our ability to recruit and retain. So as a director of nursing, I want to ask you a couple questions. My first question is, are you involved in the actual interview of your staff? And if you're not, you should be, because nobody can really put your staff in the right position except for director of nursing, because you know your resident population, you know the team members that are already working, and you can tell from the interview who's going to be a good fit and who's not going to be a good fit. So if you're not part of that interview process, I recommend that you get in part of that interview process. Second question is, do you have a nursing scheduler? If you do not have a nursing scheduler, I think you should have a nursing scheduler. I do not believe any DON should be responsible for the schedule 100%. And there's a two-part to that question. If you don't have a nursing scheduler, is there a non-clinical person doing your scheduling, such as your HR person or somebody who doesn't have connections with you to understand the needs of the residents? And when I say that is because as a director of nursing, that's our top priority is our residents. And you know the needs of the residents. You know what units have a higher acuity than others, and you know how the team members are in each unit. So I recommend highly that you have a nursing scheduler. And when you do have that nursing scheduler, that you have a great relationship with them. That schedule should be you should have a master schedule. Then that way, all you have to do is just pinpoint your new people in, and they'll have a set days. Now, are you going to be flexible to to different shifts? You do have to be flexible, 100%. But in the same sense, you have to make sure you have enough team members to take care of the residents. So you got to kind of come up with your own game plan of what's going to be good for your building. Every building's different. I may do things a little bit different because my building is a 60-bed building compared to a building that's 120, or a building that's 150 or 250, where you have a little bit more flexibility. So you just got to kind of know your building, know the flexibility, and how to maneuver your team members. And knowing that starts with your schedule and your master schedule, so you know what type of open shifts you have, who you need to recruit for, and where you could fit that person in. That's why it's so important that you're involved in that interview process. My third question, maybe this might be fourth, do you have a relationship with the HR person who does the interviews? It's very important to have that relationship with the person who does the interviews. And the reason that is because that recruiter is going to understand the type of people that you want to bring into the building. They're going to understand how your staffing is set up, and you're going to kind of be able to read each other and understand how to go this interview process. One thing I know that you might not be doing, which is very, very helpful, and I learned to start doing this too, involving understanding personality science and involving that in my interview process, and also when I start putting people on each neighborhood. And the personality science helps you to understand the individual that you are retaining and that you are interviewing for. And you could do that by simple techniques of learning about the personality science. Some of these staffing tips that I've given you, and even learning how to use the personality science in your staffing program, I'll be teaching with my team in our leadership roundtable for directors and nurses. It's a 6-week program that is starting November 7th. We are enrolling now for that program. And in that program, you're going to learn staffing, how to build a staffing program, and other things. You're going to learn some the communication blueprint and techniques, some leadership development, leadership fundamentals, learning how emotional intelligence is so important as a director of nursing, learning how artificial intelligence can help you as a director of nursing, and also how to build strong relationships and understand your regulations. And that is incorporated, and the plus is the staffing, learning how to do a staffing program. And that's something I don't think all of us look at. In our role, we have a fall program. We put programs together to prevent fall prevention. We have a wound program. We put programs together to prevent our residents from getting wounds and to be proactive. We have an infection control program, and those are all regulated. But as we're going through the changes, and there's federal changes that may be coming with a nationwide federal PPD, it's time that we start putting a staffing program together. Because without staff, the fall program's not going to work. The wound program's not going to work. The infection control and infection prevention is not going to work. So your staffing is the foundation of everything. How are you retaining the staff that you have? And we talked about a little bit of recruitment. Retaining the staff that you have. One of the biggest things is how you retain staff is appreciation and engagement. Or you letting your staff know and just saying thank you and doing appreciating and staff recognition, and also being engaged with your team. Talk to your team. Get out on those floors and talk to your team. Have some one-on-one. Take a team member to lunch. Talk to them at the time clock. Tell them, make sure you have a good day. Go check on one of the neighborhoods. It's so important that you interact with your team and just keep them engaged. You want to just say thank you. Sometimes it's just, thank you. I just appreciate you doing, even if it's just a small stuff. You may have a nurse on a neighborhood that took initiative to take care of some equipment that needed to be ordered. Go and say thank you to them. You may have a nurse that, they're celebrating or bought lunch for the CNAs. Go and say thank you. Just making sure that you have that connection. And again, the use of personality science is so, so, so critical, because then you'll understand the team members that you're working with and what motivates them and how you can motivate them by understanding their personality. Understanding the personality science can help you bring that recognition and bring that engagement to a level that you've probably never even seen before. And we want you to get to that level. We want you to be successful in your role as a director of nursing. Again, those are some of the things that's going to be taught in our leadership roundtable that we are enrolling for now. It starts November 7th. It is a 6-week program where you're going to understand communication strategies, the blueprint for communication, leadership development, leadership fundamentals, understanding emotional intelligence and how it's so important for a director of nursing, understanding how artificial intelligence can help you as a director of nursing, and understanding how to build relationships and understanding the regulations. And a plus is our staffing, building a staffing program. I hope that some of these tidbits help you, because I know how hard your job is as a director of nursing. I do it every day, but I've been passionate and wanted to help directors of nurses, because you're in your position because somebody saw something special in you, and you are special and you're a great nurse, but we want to make you a great leader. And sometimes you just don't, you might not know what you don't know, and I'm here to help you to overcome those frustrations and not being exhausted all the time, and having that confidence and being able to connect and build your teams. And once you're able to do that, understanding your regulations and how to prevent regulations, and connecting and using tools out there to make our lives easier and make them more efficient. These little staffing tips for recruitment and retention, I hope they're helpful. I want you to be able to apply them as soon as possible. We're giving a special gift away when you sign up for our leadership roundtable for directors, nurses, and long-term care. It's a special staffing tips that we're giving away. At the bottom of this video, you'll have the link where you can sign up. You can sign up and make an appointment if you want to talk about the leadership roundtable, or if you just want to go ahead and sign up for the program. And also, do you get a free gift? Now, this program, you might think, is this program truly for me? Well, that's why we're going to sit down and have a discussion if you're a good fit for this program. Because we want people in the program that truly are ready to make a difference in their career. You have to take a chance. You have to make a choice to take a chance to make a change. And in order to do that, you have to start investing in yourself. I hope these little tidbits are helpful. And I can't wait to see you in our November 7th class, Leadership Roundtable for Directors, Nurses, and Long-Term Care. Have a great day. Don't forget to click the link below. Get your free gift. Sign up and get an appointment so we can get you enrolled and get you started for our program on November 7th. Have a great day.